Put it in the air. I'm throwing up the, let them know we in here. Yeah.
Bit of a sloppy track here at Soldier Field. Still getting some of the wraparound rain bands of a low-pressure system that's hovered over Chicago the last couple of days. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Chicago Bears. First game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
At their own 37-yard line.
Scrimmage the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Penix to the air right away. And that is incomplete. You look at this Bears defense. They enter this one 18th in the NFL in stopping the run.
For some defensive fronts, playing the run is not the priority. It's playing the pass, right? They get upfield, they rush the passer, and sometimes neglect stopping the run. That's something that they have to work on and reverse a little bit. Make sure you play the run on your way back to the quarterback.
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now Penix. His throw incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, sack.
Here's Penix. Now inside the 25. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
His kick is
a good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Looking to put a drive together. Here's the first carry for Sean Tucker. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Falcons, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
They'll fake the give. Now Williams. There's a short one caught by Loveland. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Working out of the gun, Williams. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They run. It's Tucker. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The Bears had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
Looking to throw is Williams. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
8 yards to go.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. From the gun, here's Williams. He'll try and do this himself. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Play action. Now Williams. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Following the play here, now we've got an injury. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Now a 2nd and 10. To the air, Williams. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
7 brings up 3rd and 3.
Here's Tucker. They want to be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Oh, they're changing this at the line. They'll go. Here's Williams. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. Their tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
They'll throw again from their own end zone. A quick throw there is incomplete.
And they approach this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Got to be careful here, backed up this deep on 3rd down. And he gets this up just shy of the 15. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to them. 11 yards and a first down.
It's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
They'll throw with Penix. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Falcons first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
A play fake. Now Penix. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. But you could almost see his eyes light up defensively. I mean, as a linebacker, that's about as quick as you can get to a quarterback.
So what did your 3rd grade teacher teach you about straight lines, right? As soon as you have those, you take full advantage of them. He found a gap in the offensive line, got to the quarterback.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Bears are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. And they'll run to Tucker. Hurdles over it. Touchdown, Chicago! Sean Tucker with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. So the turnover sets it up, and then a touchdown run here on the ensuing play.
And Brandon, a lot of times you see teams take shots in the passing game on a quick change like this. They go right back and throw one for the end zone. Here they just call a running play looking to get a few yards. But he's able to work his way downfield and take it into the end zone. The end result, the exact same thing as going for it in the passing game.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Second down and 3.
Here we go, set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
On the counter, this is Robinson. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
Here we go.
Operating from the gun, Penix. That is caught. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big pickup of 38.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
2nd and 10. To the air, Penix. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're taking a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
A good effort there, 9 yards, but it's going to leave him looking at a 4th and 1. Sort of interesting going with a draw play there. Do you like that call?
I don't, but it would be a lot more powerful coming from me if I'd said it before the play actually happened, if I'd first guessed it. But look, a draw in that situation, heavy risk.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. 51 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
What is that?
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. Pass complete to Loveland. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. This 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
On the ground, it's Tucker. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Now a 3rd and 6. Here's Williams. That's caught. The tight end Loveland with it. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That's taken on the 25. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Brings up second and 11 at the Bears' 42-yard line.
And looking to throw, Penix. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down. Went backwards. It's third and very long. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's fourth down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. And this will be a long field goal if the skies were clear, but here in the rain and the elements, they'll go for it on fourth. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. They'll go play action here with Penix. Throwing right, and that's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Looking to throw, Penix. Throw left side, there's London. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up first and goal.
And now at this point in the first half, you've got to realize as an offense, you're not going to get it all back in one fell swoop. This is going to be about sustained drives and making sure you fit.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Takedown as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Here we go.
Williams, a final shot before break. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Nice little juke. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Luther Burden, 71 yards. And the Bears come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Aubrey now for the PAT. Making this treacherous, but the extra point is good, and with it, it'll give them the lead. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now is a...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons have retaken a third quarter lead. The Falcons are going to leave the offense out there. They'll go for two. They'll try and throw with Penix. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. Able to slither by. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And, CD, you know, sometimes you don't need those complicated game plans or the added wrinkles. Last time, when you think about it, couldn't have been any simpler. One play, one pass, touchdown.
I know those coaches put a lot of work into this game plan, but I don't think they mind possessions like that at all. They just saved those calls for this possession instead.
Now they'll change things up. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Williams from the gun on third down. Well, this pass broken up. Well, the contact well-timed there, and now fourth down. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
And, Charles, the name of the game last time, efficiency. Their very first snap, they connected for a quick touchdown.
They get more value than just the points from that series as well. Only needing one play, it keeps the entire offense rested up.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 7 yards there and a first down.
And the Falcons, first down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Robinson. That'll give him 8 that time. And they'll be left with second and a couple.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Here's Penix. He finds his man complete. That's Moreno. And the Falcons are going to be set up with a first and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. It's been all passing all the time on this drive. 5 for 5, and now first and goal.
Feels like a case of until they stop us, we might as well keep running the offense that we like to run. Don't change up and do something different just because you think you need to.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
I see the surprisingly face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Hartman. They've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? They'll try to run with Robinson. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now fourth down and goal. They'll go for it. Here's Penix. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Tank Dell with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons take the chance on fourth and goal, and it pays off with 6. So the celebration in the end zone, but meanwhile, we do have an injured player. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out when they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during the series, but what will be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Throwing is Williams. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Falcons grab it.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy. I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Now Penix. He finds his man complete. That's Moreno. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone, throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
Robinson up the middle.
And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Third down and 6.
He'll look to throw. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Bears are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll run on first down. It's Hammond. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Williams. And he rifles one incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You've got to cash in and get some points.
To the air, Williams. And this is going to be incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
21 yards. And the Falcons first down.
They go play action here on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
Another first down there as this one goes for 25.
First down, Atlanta.
They'll throw with Penix. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Throwing again, Penix. Got his man, Dell. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. They'll run with Robinson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
Again, it'll be Robinson. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. Third and goal. They'll try and throw. Here's Penix. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Line up for the 2-point conversion.
Williams going to throw for it. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And, he takes a shot at the end of that play.
Keep the score. Falcons 25, Bears 20.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Oh, it's some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And now this fourth quarter becoming very interesting. That pick 6 makes this a one-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. A good pick up there, 26 yards.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
To the air, Penix. Now he's going to step up and run. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook. They can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
60 Bison, 60
From the shotgun, it's Penix. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
One of the great coaches said football is a really simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Looking to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. This is a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Now Penix going to hold on to it. And at the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Give him 9 on the play. And that'll bring up fourth down.
It's fourth down.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's first and 10 now.
Panthers 60, Panthers 20.
And he loses the football a second time.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and 10.
He finds his man, complete. That's Moreno. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Falcons are on their way to a 2-0 start.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here's first and 10. Here's Williams. Gets this to Moore. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Brings up second and 4 at the 41-yard line.
Looking to throw is Williams.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
They'll take over at first and 10 at the 44-yard line.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. Down the sideline he goes.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Bijan Robinson.
43 yards.
And the Falcons have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter.
And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to let it fly. It's caught. inside the 25. A huge play there for Chicago. And even 50 yards to throw. Williams. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
At the Falcons' 12-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Williams. And that is incomplete.
And that's another throw that could have been intercepted. Part of this, you credit the defense. They've been really stingy. But he's also made some really questionable throws. And that's another one right there.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Williams looking to do it himself. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6.
And the Bears first down.
Throwing again here, Williams. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Divine Diablo. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts.
And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
Well, this was a very close ball.